Hi everybody, Richard Perlman's here again at Artificial Lawyer TV. Today we're doing another product walkthrough. This time it's about Pathfinder, and to tell us a bit more about it is Vicky. Hey Vicky.
Good morning, Richard. Thank you so much for inviting us to this product demo.
Yeah, pleased to have you. So I understand you're going to give us a bit of an introduction to the company and the product, and then we're going to get into a product walkthrough. But either way, I will disappear and let you take it away.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you. Much appreciated. So my name is Vicky. I'm a former dispute solicitor and I'm the Chief Product Officer at Atria. We've been building Pathfinder, which is a point solutions driven platform where you can very much come in and pick and choose things that you would like to achieve as a lawyer. So our Pathfinder consists of a general core legal assistant, which has got great generalized help. But what I'd really like to showcase for you today is one of our point solutions that we've really reimagined a current manual process, which is really critical. So this module is called Deadline Guardian, Never Miss a Deadline. So I've been in disputes for over 20 years now, and I was told on day one, please, Vicky, never miss a deadline. It's really bad if you do that. I was like, okay, why would I miss a deadline? That's surely never going to happen. But what I found out over the course of 20 years is that missed deadlines are a key risk area for law firms. They are now, for some law firms, the top reason why insurance premiums for lawyers are so high. And what does this tell us? This tells us missed deadlines happen a lot, but more interestingly, it means that current solutions do not work. So I'm reaching out there to all my lawyer viewers and I'd say, what are you doing with your deadlines? Do you have flags? Do you have colors? Do you have calendar invites to colleagues? Do you have team solutions? Wherever you're putting them, you can probably this message resonates with you that this is a high risk activity and a really laborious manual process. Now, why do current solutions fail? Well, digging into this a bit more, we know there's multiple clicks that can go wrong between getting your date from your document into your diaries or wherever you're holding it. Also, there's a big piece around an inability to recognize urgent and immovable from informative and movable. So, absolutely immovable dates like trials. I had a colleague of mine put one of my trial windows in the wrong year. Sometimes you just get a bit screen blind when you're doing an exercise like this. And the second point we realized was that in the past, it's been very difficult to automate. So, what am I doing about it here at Atria with Pathfinder? So, we have Deadline Guardian, and we're going to simply put take your dates from the document and put them straight into your diary. And I'm going to try and achieve that for you in 3 easy clicks. And why am I doing this? Well, for the reasons we set out before, but also because this is a really important feature of where AI can take us is time saving of what was previously a write-offable task. So here we go from 5 minutes per date at the moment in your document down to 4 minutes per document with our tool. So I'd love to now bring you onto the demo of Pathfinder. If I just sign in to continue. So this is our home platform, a home screen for our platform once it's finished signing in. Oh, here we go. Okay. And you're presented with a number of home screens for whichever point solutions you've chosen to proceed with us. But here I'm just going to launch Deadline Guardian by uploading a document. And what you'll see on the left-hand side is I've uploaded a court order. It's got lots of dates in it. You could put any number of documents that aren't court orders, but just for example, this has got a lot of dates in it. Now here, what it's told us is there's 13 dates in this document, and on the right-hand side, Pathfinder has been through and reviewed each date in this document, pulled it out for us, and it's given us the name of the case, the who the action needs to be carried out by, and a little brief description of what that action is. It's shown us what the date is and who needs to take part in that action. So one of the things we realized is that there's no uniformity in current systems at the moment. We all express things differently in our diaries and in our where we hold things. We also involve different colleagues, but actually when you drill down, it is all about who is doing what by when. So we've split that apart for you nicely on the screen. Now, the interesting thing that we've managed to achieve with the AI phenomenon is we're now going into these documents and we've worked out what aren't, it's not just explicit dates that Pathfinder will pull out. Legal documents are littered with referential dates or conditional dates. These are dates that easily get missed because you don't have them described. They're 7 days after something happens. You must do that within 48 hours. And for, again, the disputes lawyers out there, who hasn't logged on in the morning to find that there was a 48-hour provision of something, only to find that that was Monday morning and that was a bank holiday? So, what Pathfinder and Deadline Guardian will do for you is pull out those conditional dates and it will invite you to pick a date. If the event hasn't happened, the date doesn't just disappear into the ether. We have a tab for dates that you still need to pick. So what it's done is from this document is it's extracted all your explicit dates, but also your dates where in the future you're going to have to go back and pick them. So what do we do from here? Now we're going to present the user with a simple screen of getting them from your document into your diary. So here it's pulled out all 10 events and it's now broken them into 4 reminders for you. Everything is in a uniform manner, and it'll even calculate weekends and bank holidays for you. It's going to tell you who's responsible. And for those real critical deadlines, it's going to ask you if you want things like a text reminder. You can slide things on and off, so it's nice and simple for the user. Now I'm going to send out those reminders, okay? So remember, in a manual process at this stage, you're probably 400 clicks into this process, and that's being conservative, probably more like 500. So, but here, all I've done is 2 clicks so far. I've uploaded, I've checked, and now I'm going to send my reminders out. Okay, reminders have been sent. So here you can have your usual team lists and your calendars. But for me, what's really interesting, and I think is the future of guaranteeing that you never miss deadlines, is how we all individually visualize our deadlines. So, for example, is it a Gantt chart that you need as like a project management tool? Is it a pie chart for team managers to be able to see how many critical, immovable events versus reminders are happening? So these are some of the customizable elements to each of our point solutions is we offer you the point solution, and then you can ask us to tweak it so it's made individual for you and your firm. So that's Deadline Guardian and that's Pathfinder. I would absolutely love you to get in touch. And thank you so much for watching our demo.
Fantastic. Thanks, Vicky. Really interesting. And it's, as you say, it's an absolutely critical part of legal work. If somebody wants to get hold of this, I mean, aside from contacting you, obviously, how do they bring it into their tech stack? How do they get it on their laptop?
Sure, sure. So it's a cloud solution. So we'll give you the access to it that you can save and pin as a link in your browser.
Okay. And what does it integrate with? I mean, does it integrate with things like Teams and the Microsoft Suite? Does it integrate with Google Cloud and so forth? What kind of things will it connect with?
Yep. So ask just very much get in touch and ask us because we're working through SharePoint integration, iManage integration, and Outlook integration. As you've probably spotted from the nature of it, it's very much calendar intense as Deadline Guardian. So it'll be critical for everybody to have a one source of truth in their calendar. They very much want to know that Deadline Guardian has gone into their calendar and then it can be moved around. So we're working on all of those. We are early stage, so each of those is in progress and on our roadmap for hopefully completion by maybe June.
Fantastic. Thanks, Vicky. Well, that's all we've got time for today, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing how the product develops. And thank you very much for presenting it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you for having me.